how you can translate the address here that you have into a different format, which is the point coordinate. So everything is already inside the apa ni? Google Sheet. Betul tak? So first step, kalau siapa yang nak try buat benda ni boleh buat, but you have to do it by your own lah. How to do it? You can just go to your digital health promotion and then followed by new, followed by Google Sheet. Ni anda buat sendiri lah. Anda buat sendiri Kita buat sama-sama boleh Okay. Go to there and then you can just put here as the address exercise. Okay, please do it. Dah buat dah? Dah Okay, so I'm going to put here as name and then address. Dah? Okay, I'm just going to put here as name lah. My name is Dr. Sai. Example lah. Address is Institut Latihan Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia, Sungai Buloh. Example. This is only an example of the address where we study in. Kat mana kita tempat belajar. Betul Dapat Okay, how you want to convert this one into a point data for spatial epidemiology or spatial analysis? We need to have the point coordinate. To determine where is the coordinate, the simplest way to do is just go and ask them lah. Or go to their website or visit into the field. Itu je kalau anda nak pergi lah. Tapi there are simpler way to do that. So one of it is using the extension ataupun tools. So now I'm going to click the extension, followed by another one called add-ons, and then followed by the get add-ons. Dah sudah? Okay, anda dah tulis satu nama anda dah tulis address. Anda tulislah apa-apa address yang anda suka. Anda tulis address kampung anda ke, shopping mall kegemaran anda ke, tak kisah. Buatlah beberapa address pun tak ada masalah. For the sake of our training. And then followed by the extension, go to add-on and then get add-ons. Dah sudah? Inside the add-ons, there are numbers of add-ons available for you to be used. One of the basic geospatial item is crucial for you to install is what we call it as a geocode. Anda boleh tulis perkataan geocode. G-E-O-C-O-D-E. Geocode by Awesome Table. So after you go to the geocode by Awesome Table over here, you can install it. Dah install dah? Kalau belum, please install. After you install, then inside the extension, you can see this function. Nampak tak? Extension geocode by Awesome Table. Dia akan wujud di dalam extension itu. Okay, dah sudah? Dah ya? Tak apa, nanti saya akan repeat balik, no problem. Okay, let me give you an idea how to convert the ILKKM Sungai Buloh into point coordinate. Just go to the extension, followed by geocode by Awesome Table, click start geocoding, and automatically the new menu are going to be prompt on the right corner of your Google Sheet. And then they will ask you, what is the current sheet? Of course, this is the sheet 1. And then what is the address column? Of course, the address column will be the name as address. And then you can click the geocode. After you click the geocode, automatically the coordinate are going to be retrieved, giving the example of latitude and longitude here. Nampak kan? Nampak tak nampak ni? Nampak ke tak nampak? Nampak. Okay, let me repeat the same thing but using whatever that you type just now. But of course, whatever that you type is not real. Correct or not? Yang real lah, tak kisah. Tapi anda still tak nampak kan? But what we are going to specify here is actually the address. So, select the column address and then proceed with the geocode. Automatically, the computer are going to retrieve it from the map API and then try to give the appropriate latitude and longitude according to the address that you enter just now. So, if you can see over here in my slide, automatically the computer are trying to figure it out what is your latitude and longitude. So now the latitude and longitude is present. So if I change the color into black color, I got already the latitude and longitude. Okay, dapat I want to share with you is called Google Form. Semua pernah pakai Google Form ni? Betul tak betul? Jangan kata tak pernah. Tapi kalau tak pernah, inilah masanya anda akan belajar gunakan buat Google Form. Baik, kita buat sama-sama boleh? Okey, dekat dalam folder yang sama, namely as Digital Health Promotion, DKP40, I'm going to create a new Google form. How to do that? Just go to the new, followed by Google form. And then you are enable yourself to open up a purple color kind of background like this, and then you can give some information with regard to your form. So yang ini example adalah demographic analysis. Okay, ataupun saya panggil dia sebagai community diagnosis lah. Community diagnosis lah, community diagnosis. Okay. Dah sudah? Dah sudah belum sudah? Sudah, ya. Baik, tuan-tuan dan puan, dengar baik-baik. When you try your best creating an online form, one of the best way to do it is using the Google form. This is, of course, not everyone understand how useful the Google form is it, but it is tremendously helping you a lot of time to capture data from people. So, let us learn little bit here and there with regard to the use of it. First of all, anda buka aja tadi perkataan new dan Google Form, dia akan prompt untuk buka a new tab. Betul tak? And then you have the ability to insert some questions. Betul Nak masukkan data yang anda nak tanya sebagai variable. Betul? Okay, let us begin with some basic questions. Example, gender. So, gender is a multiple choice. So you just put here as male and female. So that whoever say that they are male, then they are going to click the male lah. Otherwise, they are going to click for female. Example lah. Okay, done. And then if you can see over here, in a split second, I'm going to also check the required button. What is the meaning of the required button? It is helping you to make sure that the respondent did not skip this question. Okay, faham Okay, next. You want to add more question. You have the ability to add more question based on these symbols. Name as add question. Nampak Okay, please just click over there. Add another question. So another question, example. Dengar baik-baik. Another question is the type of social media that all of you use. Contoh, itu yang saya nak tanya. Apakah social media yang awak ada dan awak biasa gunakan? So I have a question. Example. Type of social media frequently used. Example. Okay. So I have numbers of way to ask this. Saya ada pelbagai cara nak tanya soalan ini. One of the famous way to do it is using a checkbox. Betul tak? Saya boleh letak dekat sini contoh TikTok. Saya tak pandai je TikTok ni sebenarnya. Macam mana je dia? TikTok TikTok contoh. Lepas tu YouTube lagi, Facebook. Contohlah Instagram. Dengar baik-baik dengar baik-baik. Saya kena cakap awal-awal ni. Anda buat macam ni, namanya checkbox. What is the output? They will give whatever the person tick as your result. So it will make your life miserable in terms of analyzing the data later on. Saya ulang Kalau you guna checkbox, whoever tick this box, they are going to be presented as what they are being ticked. Contoh dia tick TikTok dengan YouTube. Namanya Yin contohnya. Yin tandakan TikTok dengan YouTube. So dekat kolom beliau, female, lepas tu type of social media, TikTok, YouTube. Hanif pula contoh. Awak bukan Hanif ni. Awak yang semalam tu kan? Mancing guna katak tu kan? Apa tu? Hakim. Tapi saya dah tengok lah. Video dia memang menarik. Hakim. Hakim pula tanda Facebook dengan Instagram. Male, Facebook, Instagram. Senang tak nak analisis nanti? Akan susah ya tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Therefore, one of the way to mitigate this issue, in my humble opinion, apa dia? In my humble opinion, I may advise you to do like this. Instead of checkbox, you can use the multiple choice. You can use the multiple choice grid. Type of social media use. Then saya improve sikit question ni dengan meletakkan please answer yes or no. So what I can have here is yes and no, followed by the same questions that I want to ask to the people. Example is TikTok, followed by another one is YouTube, followed by another one is Facebook, and then example lah, Instagram, and then the last but not least is Twitter. Example Twitter. So what I'm going to have after this is each one of you who answer TikTok yes or no, YouTube yes or no, Instagram yes or no, TikTok yes or no, is much more easier for me to analyze later on. Faham Benda ni terpakai juga dalam kajian epidemiologi. Saya merayu sangat. Janganlah buat checkbox sesuka hati. Anda salah buat, anda analyse lah sendiri. Faham? If you have that kind of idea that you want to analyse, I may encourage you to use this kind of approach rather than persuade with the checkbox. Even though it's easy, but it is very difficult to analyze, especially using the analytical software. Okay, so next step is another questions. So another questions will be example, short answer. This is also I'm going to emphasize on certain thing. Example is age. Age, anda boleh tanya, biasanya, frequently, student have the ability to mengada-ngada buat dalam bentuk kategori. This is the typical student ILKKM. Dia letakkan dalam bentuk kategori. Betul? Age of the people. I also humbly request, don't do this. Why? If you do something like this, you limit yourself to analyze further in terms of your demographic factors. Therefore, please, if you can ask the people to enter the real data, ask them to enter the real data. Rather than, please select appropriately according to your range. Jangan guna julat. Why I say like that? Because the julat can be created later on. So how to mitigate this problem? Make sure that you choose as a short and answer. Correct or not? And some of the respondents perhaps may have the poor understanding to understand what kind of words that I want to put it here. That's why anda perlu letakkan contoh. Macam itulah. Okay? Anda boleh letakkan question yang betul-betul tepat, which is age in years. Example. So, people know exactly that they need to put numbers only inside here. Correct or not? This is the idea. And to make it much more vigilant and correctly being entered by your respondent, you can also put response validation down there. You just put over there, number is number. Is number. That's mean whoever try to enter words are going to be neglected and dismissed. Dia tak boleh tulis perkataan. Dia mesti tulis nombor. Okay, start. So far so good faham Please enter in numbering format. Contoh. Okay. The same also with another type of questions that you usually ask the respondent in terms of their income. Ataupun to be specific is household income. So when you want to ask something, make sure also they understand the example. So example will be 4,000. Please enter in numbering format. Kalau tuan-tuan dan puan perasan, age in years ni tadi, saya tekan satu butang namanya duplicate. Because I'm quite lazy in term of that. So saya buat seperti yang saya tunjuk ni lah. After you finishing up all the things with regard to the question and answer based on this example, then you can fly. Finishing up whatever it is, so you can also leverage it for the another question. Okay, this is another type of questions that usually being used by a lot of PPKP with regard to the diagnosis community ataupun community diagnosis, di mana you are going to construct the Likert scale. Apa dia? Likert scale. Likert scale ni apa benda? Skala Likert 1 sampai 5. This is the example. Strongly agree, strongly disagree, bla 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 bla. Ini dipanggil sebagai Likert scale. So contoh, you have numbers of questions. So that question specifically ask them about their knowledge. In your opinion, dog running slower than cow. Agree, disagree, strongly disagree. Dog running slower than a cow. Faham tak faham? So anda kata strongly disagree ke strongly agree? Kalau anda kata strong, if you say that you are strongly disagree, that means you are waras. You memang orang yang belajar di sekolah pondok yang betul lah. You memang pernah nampak apa itu cow, apa itu dog. Betul tak? Dan you know how they run lah. But if you say strongly agree, oh, that is a problem. That means you are not well known about the speed of the dog and the speed of the cow. Itu example, the Likert scale. So how to construct a Likert scale? The Likert scale can be constructed using a simple table like the Microsoft apa ni? Microsoft Word. So I'm going to put something like this. Okay, ni nanti anda akan buat, lepas tu saya akan guide. And then you put some word over here. Strongly disagree. And then followed by another one is disagree. And then followed by neutral. And then agree, and last but not least is strongly agree. Okay, this is the typical way to enter the data with regard to the Likert scale questions. And then perhaps you want to insert some pictures, color. You can also do that. Just go to the table design over here and then put it something on red color maybe, followed by another one is the orange color maybe. Ni contoh. Whoever fast enough and good enough in computer literacy can just follow it through. Boleh follow saya lah. Mana yang agak-agak slow tu tak apa, because I'm going to repeat it after I finish record this video. Okay, and then this is number 5. So number 5 is like this. So when I finish creating this scale, I can screenshot. So after I finish the screenshot exercise, then I can choose the another one is the multiple choice grid. Okay, please answer the following statements using the appropriate scale given below. Ini contoh lah. Lepas ni anda buat and then I'm going to insert a picture over there. So what kind of picture that I want to put? I will put the picture based on my screenshot just now. Okay, boleh bayang apa yang saya buat ni? Tak apa, mana yang tertinggal nanti saya ulang balik. So the people know exactly. Number 1 is actually talking about strongly disagree. And then number 2, number 3. So this is number 1, followed by another one is number 2, followed by number 3, number 4 and number 5. So the first statement just now is what? Cow run faster than dog. Okay, another one. Fish swim slower than hippopotamus. Contohlah. Lagi apa? Frog jump into the neraka. Contohlah. And then apa lagi? Apa nama ni? Crab is a crustacean. Example. And then apa lagi? Kerang is filter feeders. Okay, this is the example of my question. So my question here is actually to test whether you are knowledgeable or not with regard to the animal. Macam itulah contoh. So all of you are going to be my respondent after this. Faham tak faham ni? So this is the idea to create this kind of questionnaire. And then, okay, I'm going to end up with this, and then you can also do your own lah punya question. Cuma nak tunjukkan kepada tuan-tuan dan puan to just let you know how to share this question. You can click this Freemason eye. You can click this Freemason eye over there. And then it's going to be observed as a view form. You nampak kat atas ni dia ada tulis perkataan view form. And then this form is actually shareable. So you can copy this link and then you can shorten it. Anda boleh pendekkan dia. Nak guna apa? Nak.la whatsoever lah. And then you can share it to the people. And then the people will answer your question. So this is a basic understanding of how you want to do Google form for your data collection process. Faham ya? Okay, saya pause kat sini.